City of Faith, as your pastor, like there is no bigger goal that I have than to see you be as close to God as possible. One of the main ways we get closer to God is through prayer. And so I know sometimes prayer can feel like it's too hard. It's hard to connect. It's hard not to feel crazy. We run out of words to say, like so much stuff, right? There are so many elements wrapped up in prayer. And sometimes it can even be discouraging, or it can just seem like, okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm not doing a good job. And so I want to help you. I want to really encourage you in the area of prayer. So walk with me. The first thing I want to really encourage you to do is spend at least 15 minutes every day in prayer. And I'm going to get to some of the how to and what to say in a second. But the first thing I really want to encourage you to do is spend at least 15 minutes every day in prayer. And these steps I'm going to give you, these elements I'm going to give you in a second, will really help that fill that hole up and that time space up. And I'm praying that, I'm hopeful that you'll grow from here and just go forward, and that 15 will become an unending amount of time, because you'll get to a place where you are excited and happy to be in the presence of God and just share with God and pour out on God. Number one, I believe that a lot of times we are struggling in prayer because we don't just pause to just give God how we feel. So the first thing I want to encourage you to do, just give God how you feel. Give God what's in your heart. Give God what's in your mind. Give God what's in you. Whatever you're feeling, like pour it out on God. You know what we do? We often seek for somebody to pour our problems and our feelings and our emotions and our issues on without ever taking them to God. So I want to challenge you that sometimes you just need to know how to dump it out on God. Just dump everything on God. Now, okay, it's the second where I want to go with this is I want to give you 6 elements of prayer. We posted this on social media this week on the City of Faith social media pages, so check that out. But I'm going to walk you through it myself here in just the next couple of minutes, and I won't be long, but I want to give you this 6 key elements of prayer. 6 key elements of prayer. The first, and this is taken from the Lord's Prayer. So like when we read the Lord's Prayer, what we know as the Lord's Prayer, what it really was is the disciples said to Jesus, teach us how to pray, which says to me, the disciples felt a disconnect and a struggle within themselves in the area of prayer. And so because the disciples felt this disconnect in prayer, they went to Jesus and said, hey, teach us how to pray. And Jesus gave them this formula. Now, he didn't give them this prayer specifically to pray, but he gave them this formula in how to pray. And so that's what we're going to walk through right quick here. The first element is begin with worship. So you ought to open your prayer moments up with worship. Just telling God, saying something good about God, saying something sweet to God. Like, take some time and just appreciate your God. Just pour love on God. Father, I love you so much. I'm so appreciative of you. I'm so grateful for you being in my life. Like, spend a moment telling God exactly how you feel about him. Like, give him your affection. Okay. Number 2, the second element is I want you to surrender to God. And so we're saying, like, your will be done. Your will be done, God. In other words, it's not what I'm asking for. It's what you want of me. That's what I want. And so you have to take time to like submit yourself to God, surrender yourself to God. Say, God, you know what? Hey, today I want to be in your will. I want to be in alignment with you. I want to go where you want me to go. So order my steps, like guide me and direct me. Number 3, ask God to provide. Give us this day our daily bread. Remember that part? So we're asking God today, give me everything I need to make it through today. And I don't just need money. I don't just need food. I need peace. I need all of this stuff. I need favor. God, put my name in the right person's mouth and mind. Help me walk into the right rooms where favor is waiting to meet me and greet me. And so, y'all, I want you to make sure you take time and ask God to provide. Number 4, then we ask for forgiveness. See, a lot of times we've been taught wrong in the church, and it goes against the biblical order of prayer, where we start off our prayer saying, Lord, first forgive me for everything I've done. That goes against the order that Jesus gave the disciples to pray. Forgiveness was number 4 on the list of 6. Okay, so we've started with these other 3 elements. Now we ask God, cleanse me, God. Wash me, God. Forgive me of everything that I've done that's not right and that's not like you. Help me live an upright life. Help me live a righteous life that's focused on you, that's focused on heaven, that brings you glory. Take the things out of me that don't please you. So we spend some time there with number 4. Number 5, we're going to ask God for covering and strength. So God, as I go through my day, I want you to walk with me, please. I plead the blood over my life, over my family, over my home. God, in everything I do, encamp your angels around me. Be with me, please. Like, ask God to cover you and give you strength. Yes, you will be attacked, but the enemy can't defeat you because you're covered and you're strong. See, that's why we pray these prayers every day. And the last thing, we want to close out our moments in prayer by giving God praise. And so we opened with worship, and we want to close out with worship and praise and adoration. God, you are so great, and I just trust you and believe that everything I've prayed, you've heard and you've answered, and I'm going to see the fruit of me sitting at your feet and in your presence throughout my day. And I believe that everything good, I believe that everything that happens, I believe everything you're going to keep me from, I believe that everything you're going to show and reveal to me is all because of your greatness and your power. So y'all, spend some time in prayer. Spend at least 15 minutes. Make sure you dump on God. Just pour out on God everything that's in your mind and your heart. And then use your 6 elements. Begin with worship, surrender to God, ask God to provide, ask God for forgiveness, ask for covering and strength, and then give God praise. Hey, if this blesses you, share it with somebody. We don't care. It's not just for our church. This is for the body and the kingdom. But family, I want you to be close to God. And this is a season where prayer is crucial and it's mandatory. Spend time with God. And I'm here to help you get closer as much as you can.